Hey, how's it going everybody? QuasiGamo here with a beginner's guide on everything you'll need to jump into playing Happy Chaos and creating mayhem as soon as possible. First off, Happy Chaos only has 4 out of the 5 buttons for attacks: Punch, Kick, Slash, and Dust. Heavy Slash is reserved for gun. Punches are very short range buttons. In a pinch, his standing punch can be used as an anti-air. Otherwise, these buttons can be used to get out of your opponent's pressure when there's an opening. His kicks are some of the best in the game. They can start your pressure and rope to keep the opponent out while keeping safe. Also, his crouching kick is incredibly low to the ground, allowing it to go under many other non-low attacks. His far slash and crouching slash are bigger poking buttons. Far slash is on the slower end, so watch out. If you miss, you can get punished. Except close slash, which is great for pressuring opponents on wake up. His dust attacks are pretty standard standing dust and sweep. But note that the sweep is his only hard knockdowning attack other than throw. Happy Chaos has 3 command normals: the universal forward punch, forward kick, and then forward slash. His forward punch is a short-ranged anti-air that is also great at countering some not low attacks. His forward kick is an advancing low that is great at extending combos and keeping pressure. His forward slash is his biggest advancing poke, and it works as a pretty good anti-air because of how high it reaches. Happy Chaos has a strange jumping slash and jumping dust. His jumping punch and jumping kick are more standard, so we'll start with those. His jumping punch is much like his grounded punch, but with a little bit more reach. And it can be a good air-to-air pinch. His jumping kick is much like his grounded kicks. It's a huge air-to-air poke. Use it when you have the space. Now for the weird ones. His jumping slash has a short range and is awkwardly angled. The muzzle flash is what hits the opponent. His jumping dust is weird in that it won't hit the opponent unless you've gone to the other side of them, making it a good mix-up tool. Thankfully, Chaos was blessed with an air-to-ground command normal to make up for his jumping slash's awkwardness. Jumping down kick lets Chaos go around jumping on people's heads like everybody's favorite song. You can even choose to keep his momentum or stop it by pressing forward or backwards. Chaos has 2 powerful stances, which his general game plan is centered around. In these stances, he brings out his trusty sidearm that he shoots his opponent with at the cost of resources and losing the ability to block. A visual indicator and representation of Happy Chaos's aim upon entering a stance, and it follows the opponent to the best of its ability. Pressing heavy slash, or doing quarter circle forward slash, enters a mobile stance with rapid low power runs and a blue reticule. Quarter circle forward slash that's usable as a combo extender. The stance can be cancelled anytime by pressing down and the heavy slash button. However, it won't be cancelled if you're pressing down back or down forward. This will allow you to shoot while crouching. Quarter circle backslash enters a stationary stance with slow, high damaging rounds, a significant knockup, and an orange reticule. He loses the ability to do normals and command normals in this stance. While in this stance, if you do quarter circle backward slash again, you can go back into the other stance. Both of these stances can be exited by using any other special move. And as you can see, both of these stances lock on and drain Chaos's focus bar at different rates. So pressing heavy slash brings the gun out, letting go of the button is when Chaos pulls the trigger. Obviously uses ammo and uses a portion of the focus. Firing can be used with any of his normals and command normals while in his mobile stance for all sorts of freeform combos, so have fun with them. Now if you do quarter circle backwards punch, Chaos regains a portion of the focus bar and lowers the rate at which stances consume it. Down punch reloads, allowing Chaos to regain bullets. You can cancel any time between 1 bullet and a full reload. Quarter circle forward punch is a slower backdash with an unblockable projectile that does no damage, but if it hits the opponent, it will drastically improve Chaos's aim. Quarter circle forward kick backdashes and leaves a clone of you made from 10% of your current HP that'll take 1 singular hit. negating the impact on Chaos himself if he were to get hit. Also, most forward advancing moves aren't able to pass the clone on collision. But note that the clone will only take the first hit of a multi-hitting move. Doing quarter circle backwards kick, Chaos will do a somersault forward, moving very low to the ground. Mix up tool if you have the gun out. Alright, and here's a good, simple bread and butter combo to start with. Alright, now try adding a shot at the end. Off of this shot, you can do the overdrive, Deus Ex Machina. Now try adding in the suspension. And here's a jumping combo. This one's a bit trickier. Make sure to press down heavy slash after the sweep, or you'll risk bursting. Now here's a couple things you can do on a hard knockdown. You're able to pop a clone down so you can punish reversals. And if your opponent doesn't have a reversal or isn't using the reversal, you can run in and use close slash for a nice combo. Or maybe you're in a situation where you need to make some space. So while they're down, you can throw an orb on them, and now you're good to start shooting. Or maybe you're running low on one of your resources. It's a perfect time to get them back. Alright, I hope that helps you get a grasp of the Gunslinger Mayhem, and go cause some chaos.